Hello dearest Tauruses, this is for you guys. This is a general read for the sign of Taurus. We are taking a bird's eye view at your current energetic situation. It's like a Polaroid shot. What you're thinking, what you have been doing, what you should be doing, where you're standing, where you're headed at, and advice from God, the universe, your ancestors, whatever system of belief you go by. So then let's jump into it. Headspace, analyzing, plotting, thinking stuff, but also being motivated by passion and really driven. And you're loving yourself at this time, like you're in a very good headspace. You'll be, let me just sneeze. Sorry, pardon. So then I was saying, you are loving your headspace at this moment, or maybe you need a little more self-love, but your Taurus, I don't doubt that you have that really figured out. Whatever you are doing, you are driven by passion and you are going for it, and you really at the moment are driven by passion, even though it might seem like an intellectual hobby or process or work or way of seeing things. You are still very motivated, very passionate, very focused on something, and it's giving you this sense of feeling on top of the world, like knowing more than the average people around you. You can be very scheming or plotting or having all these grandiose plans. You're strategizing, but it's also, it feels like you are conquering something in your immediate surrounding or situations. You have the higher ground. You might have intel or knowledge that others don't have, and this knowledge makes you even more fearless and fierce and just diving headfirst into whatever endeavor that you are currently in the midst of diving into. What you have been doing in the recent past is being defensive or needing to be defensive and moving into calmer, safer waters and situations, especially mentally. You knew better to do this or to that. The universe is full of wisdom. Seek its guidance, and you already maybe sought that out, because now in the present you are very much in your power with the King of Swords energy, knowing full well all the details and perhaps shady practices or underhanded maneuvers. So you move to a safe space or place where you can have the upper hand, have all the facts in your pocket, so you can better deliver the blow against whoever you are dealing with that is not your friend in this situation. So then you feel very confident, and you felt confident in this moving away from whatever situation to have the upper ground on said situation. You left toxicity behind, and you are now just in charge and in control, especially with the King of Swords, but also with the Seven of Wands. You are the center of attention, and you know exactly how to deliver something and what to deliver, like both the substance and the packaging of said substance. What you should be doing, perhaps manage more your emotions, believe in miracles, but also be more in tune with your own emotions and your own intuition. Find this beautiful, sacred, harmonious space between the King of Cups, who is very empathetic and helping and generous and loving and caring, and the otherwise King of Swords, who is all about, who's a bit more ruthless, more calculating, more cold, logic and facts over emotions, doesn't give a shit about emotions, doesn't show emotion, doesn't express emotion, has nothing to do with emotion. Like if emotions could burn in the deepest pits of hell, he'd buy the express VIP ticket for it. Whereas the King of Cups, I wouldn't say he relishes in emotions, but he's more in tune, he's empathetic, he understands, he's more compassionate, and he's willing to literally get the shirt off his back if that can help somebody else. The King of Swords would be like, well, you put yourself in this situation, so get yourself out. I can maybe help you with logistics, but you do the work. The King of Cups would pamper and help and listen and advise and counsel. The King of Swords would just like listen and give hard, core, logical facts if he cares enough. So what you should be doing is, now that you have moved into this safer place, that you left the turmoil behind you, that you have the upper hand and the upper situation, and you're comfortable where you are because you have all the facts and you are not afraid to rush into things, and you're hyper focused and passionate and driven, you can now not tone it down, but find this harmonious balance so that it will allow you to also appreciate what you feel, not be afraid of feelings what you feel, and not be afraid of expressing those feelings, or just act upon those feelings in a way that it's healthy, that it has boundaries, and that it can grow and prosper. And by that I mean investing into people, relationships, or contracts, or work, or ideas, not necessarily only relationships. The human life and the human existence is much more complex than a few set things. So whatever drives your boat, or whatever is the wind in the sails of your boat that is driving you, that makes you wake up in the morning and like go forth and conquer, allow that to be both strategic but also emotionally fulfilling something, now that you are in that safer, calmer space where you can sit down and think things through, but also savor and appreciate and just like relish in them. It's like, you know that like a really hot bath with bath salts will do you good, you know that, and you know all the specifications like the water temperature, the type of things that you want, what it does to your system and your body. This is this card, and you have gathered all those things. Now it's time to actually soak in that bath and just appreciate being there and know that everything is okay and you're allowed to feel this, to enjoy this, and then to share this information and maybe invest in it or do something that is profitable for others too down the line. Where you are currently standing, you are juggling this idea of giving back to others, but you're also confident because, like I said, you know your worth, your value, and whatever sacred knowledge that you have gathered, you know you are right, you know what you have, you know how to invest and harvest and reinvest and just do things from an authoritarian perspective, that people will follow your lead and respect your authority because you have proven yourself. So now you can give back, but you are also juggling this sense of giving back. And this Two of Pentacles makes me go back to this Temperance, which is the balance between the King of Cups and the King of Swords. So you need to juggle and balance your hyper rational plotting, scheming, strategizing abilities with your softer, just caring, loving, and being empathetic and caring for others angle. And it's very contrasting energies, and it might be maybe a little tiresome or exhausting or hard, but you also do have the focus on keeping track of everything. So it's a question of balancing to whom you give back, in what extent, in what context, to what what's the word I'm looking for, to what capacity. Do you need to give advice, or do you need to give love and just pampering and caring and being a shoulder to cry on? This is where you are at the moment. Where you are headed at is again the community, and maybe having to teach the community or studying something and showing the community the worth and value of investing in something concrete that they can later harness and harvest. You are headed towards a higher level commitment, maybe a professorial or teacher, academic sort of aspect, that you might have pupils under your care and your guidance, and you do have the knowledge to tackle that role, both as a teacher, an academic with the King of Swords, and a caring adult who cares to provide a good education content and just being like a solid, reliable presence with the King of Cups. And this new place in the community where people can depend on you will give you a sense of freedom also, because you are no longer need to defend yourself. You are now the recognized authority that you can trust and look up to be a guiding light, to give them the knowledge, the tools, and the resources that you have to help them move up the ladder. And I'm saying this because here we have a page which is the youngest entry. We started with the Knight, which is all action based, and mid-tier to the Kings. We are skipping the Queens, meaning you are not so much in the receiving or being state. You are very action driven. First taking information in, gathering, communication, learning, to then doing, to then setting the rules and the how to better keep this going on, but also establishing traditions or something that other people can rely upon in their own growth and their own journeys. Advice from the universe: you have a new passionate endeavor, potentially a marriage or just like a revival of the spark, but you are laying new foundations, and you have this motivation, this passion, this fire, this will, this drive to go for setting these new foundations, this new family, this new opportunity, this new, it can be also like a school or a community or something, but it's something new that you lay the foundations of, which can grow into a whole community of which you will be one of the leading centerpieces. That, so you know that song from Imagine the Dragons for League of Legends? We are the warriors that built this town. And holy shit, I got such shivers and like tears in my... Oh. Anyway, you are the founding fathers. You are the warrior that is building whatever this town, this township, this village, this community is for you. And you are showing, or you need to show courage to overcome, if you have any doubts, or in your specific case, overcome maybe doubts, or have the courage to discern who to give back to what extent. Because you could be a little too generous emotionally with the King of Cups, so you put in charge the King of Swords to decipher and to limit how people's emotionality impact you, so that you are not taken advantage of. That could have been something in the past which prompted you to need to leave to another shore, a different landscape, because you were tired of being defensive and always needing to stand up for yourself, because if you dare to say no, they think you're like uncaring and cold and just like a Scrooge. But overall, everything looks pretty fine with you energetically in this moment, Taurus. It's a beautiful landscape. Just try to find the balance, and everything will be honky-dory, my dudettes, ladies. Anyway, hope you catch you soon, perhaps next week, for an energetic update or another spread. I will see. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for allowing me to read for you, and remember, you are the warrior that built this town. Catch you later, Taurus.